This is Embody Safety with Eva, and today I want to talk about letting love and support come closer to you instead of always feeling like they are out of reach. And we are going to also talk about giving your nervous system experience of being accepted exactly as you are. So I find that for very capable, high achieving, driven women, this is the most powerful relationship work they can do because oftentimes you already feel like you need to become better or easier to love or be easier to be accepted. And this often comes from not having consistent support, not experiencing or not having experienced consistent support in relationships and having someone meet you at least halfway and accept you exactly as you are without you having to downshift to be met or put yourself down to someone's level to be met or having to earn attention and connection really hard. So, what I want to talk a little bit about is helping your body receive what you want and also knowing how to sustain it through giving your body felt experience of a state that feels like inner wholeness, felt experience of a state where you feel like you are already enough exactly as you are. And then from there, teaching your nervous system how to recognize mutual relationships and environments where you are met with consistent support. So, what I found in my work is that women who come to me who are very capable, high achievers, very driven, they already have so much self-awareness and they are oftentimes using that self-awareness against themselves because they are aware of certain patterns and they feel like once this is resolved, then I get to be met or accepted or loved in relationships. But what it does is that it internally it creates tension in their system where they always feel like there is something else they need to improve, something else they need to become better at. And so they are unconsciously perpetuating this relational field around them where they feel like what they want, whether it's healthy love or supportive career, they need to work really, really hard for that, or they need to change themselves. So today I just wanted to bring your awareness to this what often feels like a loop inside of our system because especially capable women, they are already used to pushing past their limits and figuring out what everyone else needs and what needs to be done at work. So a lot of their attention and energy automatically flows outward to other people, to responsibilities and tasks. But what their body is really craving is much simpler experience of relationships and work where they actually get to rest. So that the rest and acceptance is not something that happens afterwards. Like after I finish the task, I can rest. After I deliver at work, I can rest. After my partner chooses me or after someone else chooses me, then I can finally accept myself and exhale. But whatever body really wants, what your body really wants, if you are a very capable, high achieving woman, is for you to stay with yourself And to build the capacity, somatic, body-based capacity to stay inside of your body and inside of your inner experience, no matter what's going on around you. And from this space of wholeness, so I call this the bubble of wholeness. It is an emotional state where you already feel like you are good enough. You already feel like you are worthy of being accepted and loved. And from this state, from this bubble of wholeness, whatever you decide to create, whether it's a relationship or next level in your career or a new chapter in your career or simply creating your work in sustainable way, from this state, it feels like whatever you create, it is an addition to who you are. So you are not creating or chasing things from this survival-based nervous system state where it feels like you're already lacking and then creating from the lack or connecting from the lack. That often feels like I need to prove myself. I need to prove that I'm good enough. I need to find someone who will choose me. So it's like, it feels like almost like this fiery feeling in your nervous system. It feels like activation. But when we come back into our body and let our body be a home base for us. So not something that needs to be sacrificed in the process of getting where you want to go, but something that gets to stay tended to and whole and supported as you move towards your goals and as you learn to receive support along the way. And as you learn to not carry it all, definitely not carrying the part of your work or relationships that are not yours to carry. That's where we create from this state of, from inside of this bubble of wholeness. And that's also where you get to rest inside of your relationships and inside of your work. So rest is not something you deserve or earn at the end of the day from complete exhaustion. Rest is a nervous system state that you move from, a nervous system state of calmness and peace. And this takes a big nervous system capacity to be able to sustain this state of wholeness inside of us. But it's more a journey of self-awareness, which many high achievers are already good at, but we just tweak a little bit the way you are using your awareness. So instead of being hyper aware of what's being required of you and helping others, pulling them along, you can imagine as if we are turning your awareness. It's making 180 and we are shifting it so that it supports you and your body's needs. So you can imagine, we can do this together for a second. You can imagine for a moment a situation where you usually feel depleted, where you usually feel like that energy is leaving your body, your attention is leaving your body. And just notice the moment before that happens. So maybe you are used to monitoring your partner's moods, or when you create something at work, you constantly like doubt how it's going to be received. Or you feel like if you don't repeat something 10 times, others won't get you. They are not as empowered as you are. So notice that moment where your attention and energy is about to leave your body. And I want you to imagine almost like you want to pull it back. You want to call it back. You want your attention and awareness to turn back onto your internal experience. And you want to tune into your body. And this is the moment that is extremely hard when you are used to getting things done through like sheer force and overpowering what's going on outside of you. So this is where you might feel a little bit guilty, like, oh, if I don't help this person or over explain, I will leave them struggling. I will leave them to their own means. If I don't monitor my partner's mood, like what if he gets mad at me and I won't know what I've done wrong? Okay. So I want you instead see if you can keep that awareness inside of yourself, almost imagining that feeling of melting inside of your own body and giving yourself the same support you were used to or you are used to giving everyone else. And it is also the experience of leaving this like a layer of chatter and thoughts that tell you like what if this happens, what if that happens, and melting beneath that layer, dropping your awareness a little bit deeper below that mind chatter and into your body. Maybe feeling your feet, maybe feeling your belly, and just resting there for a moment. And I want you to just let your body register that feeling of I'm home inside of my body. I'm back home. It's safe to stay here. It is a feeling of I don't want to be anywhere else because this moment right here feels so good and so supportive, so nourishing. And from this settled state, from that state that's beneath the thinking mind or that activation that we often experience in relationships, in work, our system doesn't have to work so hard to protect us because we already feel like I have my back. I am here with myself. And from here, I can learn to support myself no matter what comes my way. And as you learn to keep your energy with you and keep your attention with you, you are also creating space around you and inside of your work and relationships for mutuality and for support to come closer. Because in that space where you use your awareness to support yourself, your system over time will be able to recognize support in so many different forms that is already available to you. And also from this state of safety, warmth, and support, our emotional baseline changes. So what your system is used to changes. What your system is drawn to changes into healthy mutuality and acceptance and support as you already are. So at work, when you finish your appointments or tasks at the end of the day, you will notice there is still energy left in your body for your own life and your own evening. When you are with your partner, there is no need to analyze his mood, because why would you leave this place of already feeling supported and like you are enough and worthy of being accepted as you are? That urge melts away. Your system is rewired for a new state of containment and safety. And you know that other people are capable to deal with their own life and consequences of their behavior. So your body starts feeling a little bit lighter, relationships start feeling more lighter, not like something you need to survive that's heavy and that pulls you out of your body, out of your experience, but something that gets to meet you where you are and gets to come towards you. So if you would like to practice this more, I will link below pleasure tracking practice from inside of our sanctuary portal. You can try that one, and also all of my other offerings will be linked below.